it's Eve and Teah, and we're going to speak about
Sleepovers. Part of being a good parent, it's important to spend some time together away from your child. We've actually been invited to an engagement this weekend, so we've organised for some dear friends of ours to look after Teah. It's equally important for the child as well, because it teaches them great coping skills, particularly, in a different family situations. They're, going to learn a lot from that. But obviously there are some points to remember. You need to make sure that the person that you have organised to look after your child is, that you're comfortable with, and more importantly, that your child is comfortable with.
So I get a lot of varieties of people that I want to stay with, that my mum would like me to stay with, that are free, like they don't have anyone coming over or they're not doing anything. So I get a choice, and I actually chose Mia and their family, so I'm going to stay there.
Yeah, so you also need to set some ground rules, obviously, to have good behaviour and good manners at all times, but also you need to set a time. Obviously, having a sleepover, don't be realistic. Expect your child not to sleep on their bedtime. They're going to stay up, so be realistic. You still need to set a time because it is important for them to sleep. So generally I tend to keep it an hour to an hour and a half maximum after their normal bedtime. So make it age appropriate, of course. Teah being 9 years old, so I set the time 10 o'clock is a cut-off time where she needs to be in bed, because they do need their rest. Is there anything you want to add to that?
For those kids out there, you should really, really, really behave, because it's going to effect on the parents, because then they're going to know, and it's going to be like, if you're naughty, they're going to be disappointed, because they're set up for this, and they set you up, and then set you up with your pleases and thank you. Yep. So yeah, it's not really good when you
misbehave. Yeah. So it's also important to ask your child to prepare for the night or for the day and night, however long the sleepover is. So we always do a checklist. So in this checklist, we've got, obviously change of clothes, pyjamas, underwear, appropriate shoes, toiletries, toothbrush, toothpaste, hairbrush, hair ties, that sort of thing. Always make sure you pack a book or their favourite, bedtime toy, if they have that, and also toys, to share with the children. So Teah being 9, obviously it's age appropriate. If your child is a little bit younger, of course you'll help them along with that. But Teah being 9 years old, I let her prepare herself now, which is fantastic, and it teaches them good organisational skills. So I think the most important here is communication and also preparation when it comes to sleepover. Is there anything that you'd like to add to that?
For those parents, I know it's a bit nervous on their first time. What's going to happen? Are they going to behave? But there's no need to worry about that. They're probably going to be good. Yeah.
It's also, if your child is got allergies, make sure you let them know. Medication, any sort of medication. Although if your child is sick, you probably won't organise a sleepover. But if there is something, like obviously Teah's got eczema, so make sure you bring all of that. Any food intolerances that you really need to make sure that you tell the family, what they need to be aware of.
I can't have I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't really have some foods, but I can have a little bit, but if I have too much, I'll get a stomach ache, so that's a good example, because I do get that.
So did you want to do a conclusion? What do you want to say to kids who are representing you?
I would like to say, please be really good on your first sleepover and make sure that you behave.
Until next time, I hope that has actually helped you prepare you for sleepovers. Feel free to post a comment, or if there's any topics that you'd like for us to cover, feel free.
Yeah, visit our Facebook page. And,
even Teah, and also
comments.
YouTube. So yeah, put some comments in there. But until next time, we will see you.
Bye.
Bye.